Mr. Robinson, you are a police officer. Yes, ma'am. And according to your complaint, in the course of your duties, you gave the defendant a speeding ticket. Yes, ma'am. A speeding ticket, eventually, upon which she was convicted, correct? Yes. Your complaint indicates that after you gave her the speeding ticket, she filed a complaint against you with Internal Affairs. Yes, ma'am. Something which you do not deny. No. That caused you a great deal of stress, ultimately could cause problems in your future career as a police officer, and you believe that she did so maliciously. Yes, ma'am. So since, Miss Manos, you acknowledge the fact that you were convicted of speeding, so that he rightfully gave you the ticket, I'd like you to tell me why you filed a complaint against him. Oh, well, Your Honor, I had first observed, look at me. Oh, I had first thought, in days before and the days after us, he'd only noticed that he only gave tickets to ladies. Like, I've traveled the same route every day. I've been driving for 46 years. And, I didn't feel at the time that I was guilty, because of the circumstance. What's of what? Circumstances, Miss Manos. Well, look at me. I was driving in the slow lane of traffic, and, well, I feel there was no way I could have been going 50 miles an hour like he said I was, but that's beside the point. Well, though, that is precisely the point. You were, in fact, convicted of speeding. Right. So my question to you is, why did you file it? Well, when he said, when he stopped me, he was very rude and abrupt and, talked down at me very demeaningly. And I was in the end, it said, all right, let's start from the beginning. Miss Maz, first of all, let's understand that when you're pulled over for speeding, your adrenaline is pumping. According to your answer, you've been driving for a long time and never had a speeding ticket before. So I assume that you were a little nervous. Right. So he pulled you over, and what was the first thing he said to you? He said, you were speeding. And I said, I don't, they used to, I was nervous and very upset, and he said, can I see your driver's license? And I got my driver's license and everything, and, he just was very abrupt. No, stopped of your car and said you were speeding. You said, I don't think so. He said, I need your driver's license. So you gave him your driver's license. Yes. Next thing that he said to you, he asked me for my proof of insurance, and you gave it to him. Yes. And he said, he in all the time he was like, well, he didn't, I don't know, he was just, he didn't, give me a chance for any explanation or anything, or even just, I said, well, no, how it seems you were doing 15 to 35 miles an hour only. He's like, got it on radar. Well, I said, I don't think so. Just a second. So you said, I don't think I was speeding, and he said, I have it on radar. That you were doing 50 in a 35 mile zone? You said, I don't think so. Right. And what did he say to you? He just said, well, he said, that's what the radar thing says. Well, I said, I couldn't have been going that fast, officer, because I was in the slow lane of traffic, and I was going to be turning on Wilbur at the next block. And he said, well, that's what the radar said. Okay? And what was the next? And then he gave you the ticket. And he went behind my car and wrote up the ticket and handed it to you. And then had me sign it. And then what happened? He just, said, go away.